Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me here at Galactic Divination by Zan. I am Zan. And for those who are new, so nice to meet you. But this is a special reading for everybody out there in the collective, if I can speak, but especially for my first 250 subscribers. We have met another milestone here at Galactic Divination, and I am just so grateful for each and every one of you, especially those who stuck with me throughout the last year when I wasn't really able to post new content um, because I was just absolutely too sick. Um, I am still healing from that, but yeah, it's going to take a while, but I am well enough to record again and bring you new content, especially as my schedule allows. um, but for those who don't know, I have lupus, and it's been probably like a year and a half that I've been in a pretty severe flare. Um, I moved here to Las Vegas in October of 2022, and I was already getting sick. I was getting a cough and um, losing weight. And then March, I really started to decline, and April, I wound up in the hospital. At that point, we thought it was just my thyroid, because once I was back on uh, the thyroid medication, I was feeling great. And my lupus markers, I believe, were okay at that time. But then come July, I had everything. I had respiratory failure, I had kidney failure. Uh, my inflammation was so high, they couldn't even calculate it. So it was really bad. And um, but I found excellent doctors here in Vegas, and I have such a great team of doctors. And unfortunately, it is a lot of specialists, so I do have a lot of appointments um, throughout the months. So yeah, if I'm not posting, it's most likely because I just have a lot of appointments. But I will try to be better about letting you know that that's just what it is and that I'm not getting sick again. Um, and from July, no, actually April, I wasn't able to walk. So I'm able to walk again, and I do need the walker from time to time, but oh, especially when I go out, um, I do use it. And oxygen, I only use at night now. So that is a huge improvement. Just a year of miracles. And I'm just so grateful for all of you. It's just simply for being here with me and for um, actually liking my style of reading. Um, I know I read a little differently than most people out there, but yeah, we're just going to continue to grow this beautiful family. And as my thank you, like I've been trying to do all this time, to do a thank you reading. And my plan here is for a blessing for all of you. But we never know what comes out. So it's all up to spirit. And as an additional thank you, I am giving away 2 readings. So if you are interested in that, on this video, please leave a comment. Um, it doesn't matter what kind of comment. It could just be a hi or all all emojis. I don't care, just any kind of comment to let me know you're interested in the drawing. And if only 2 people comment, then hey, my job's easier at picking somebody at random. So yes, let me get a quick sip of water. And let's start pulling cards. So from the dragon deck, we begin with Earth and Water Dragon. Creates the foundation for new growth. Oh, I love that. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. And yes, it is a foundation building here with all of us as a family, a spiritual family, a community where we can come together with whatever spirit brings to us, whether it's as a collective or as our individual zodiac signs. But for you, beautiful souls, this is moving forward with what it is your heart is calling you to, and really following that passion and knowing the divine is guiding you along the way. So believe that abundance is there waiting for you. And yes, abundance isn't always financial, but grab those finances, but also grab the abundance of love and the abundance of prosperity and success. Just anything that you want in your life, call it and let it be full of that abundance. And next we have Lilac Fire Dragon. Transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up to transcend love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Yes, and it is keeping our hearts centered and open and ready to receive from the divine. That is the purest love that we could have aside from our self-love. So as we do proceed in our journeys, remember that self-love. Remember, we come first. And in doing that, we'll be able to connect with the divine that much easier and that much stronger in having that pureness of love flow through us. And it will be abundant, as this card had said. And it is meant just for us who can move past the 3D and really transcend into the 5D and beyond, and transmute all the pain that we've been through into love, because love is the foundation of everything. And the more we can put love into things, the more we can transmute and develop and move past and really heal our shadows and our traumas and move forward in our journeys and get to that space where we want to be, in that fullness of love with the divine, with God, Waheguru, however you relate to a higher source. And last dragon, we have Air and Water Dragon. Helps you to connect to higher frequencies. Trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, express your inner song. And yes, it is that capability of moving beyond the 3D and really tapping into the 5D as we do go about our journeys, and we find that love and the blessings within everything that we do, everything around us, and that abundance does fill our lives with everything. Every avenue of our lives is filled with that abundance, and that divine love just flows through us. And it is really using our intuition and having that faith that we can transcend beyond and really come into our abilities and connect with our star families and our spiritual guides, our ancestors, our angels, just everything that's out there. Our dragons, of course. I know many of us connect with dragons, and it is just allowing ourselves to be ourselves and really pursue what our hearts are calling us to do. So let's pull from the tarot. We have Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and King of Pentacles. Yeah, and a big part of this journey is learning that balance with the 3D and the 5D and however higher we transcend or ascend. And it can be very difficult, but as long as we are able to love ourselves fully, it becomes easier to put up with people and we are able to love them just for who they are, regardless if we think they're an idiot or just don't agree with how their thought processes is. There are many people out there who you listen to them and you're like, do you even know what you just said? So it is being able to really look past how they think and really just love them for who they are and not let it bother you because they're on their own path and you are on your own, and just know you are at that higher elevation where there's no need for you to try to get them to listen to you because they'll need to come to that realization on their own. And as we do learn this in loving others, we do find that foundation within. And we do find that connection that we're looking for ourselves, where we are grounded and we know exactly who we are, what path we're on, what our hearts are calling us to do. And we don't need to bother with anybody else because we are on our journeys and it's just not going to affect us anymore. And that's a really beautiful thing. Um, and a really beautiful place to be at, where no one else matters except for you and your connection to God and the journey that you're on. And knowing that as you do go about your journey, blessings will just pour upon you as you do continue to love others and help them as you're able to, or as they allow you to, for some cases, and finding the way to heal their own shadows and to heal their traumas, their inner child, whatever they need that healing for, or even helping them realize cycles that they're repeating. Some of us can't see it because we're so used to that cycle, it becomes comfortable. So once we are in this King of Pentacles energy, we are at that groundedness where we're just there to help. And we know our positions in this life and on this planet. So next we have the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Wands. So a lot of passion here, beautiful souls. And it is as you connect to the divine through your meditations, through your mantras, through your affirmations, through your manifestations, how your prayers, however you connect to God, you will be receiving downloads and messages from the divine and your spiritual team, your angels. So be aware of things that you're receiving, even if you're not fully sure of where it's coming from. Do your best to write it down or dictate it onto your phone. However you can get it down as quickly as possible, do so, and then you go back and reread it or re-listen to it and determine then, where did it come from? Was it from source? Was it from your angels? Was it from your ancestors? You'll find where it came from and you'll be able to use it along your journey and help others with the downloads you receive or with the blessings that you receive. And you'll know actually which ones are meant just for you that you do not share. You may share as in like your family just saying, oh, I heard from God and this is what God told me. Um, I'm about to be blessed here. That kind of sharing, yeah, but not where it's like, I'm sharing this with you so you can utilize it in your own life. There are different downloads that you'll be receiving, but you'll know which ones to share and which ones not to share. And it's all because you are putting in so much self love and self nurturing and really filling your heart with that self love and love for God moving forward on your journey. And it is that fullness of self that you are finding, and you will see all the blessings come to you, all the love come to you. Some of you may even start to realize animals approach you, or you've already experienced that for many of you, um, as they can feel that pureness of love that you have, and they are not afraid to approach you. There are so many out there, and I'm seeing others connecting with trees, like literally the tree calling you to it, and just being in the tree's presence, and that tree filling you with its love and blessing you that way. There's so many blessings coming for all of you beautiful souls in so many different manners. So, yes, look out for the trees, look out for animals, particularly birds and dogs, is what I'm seeing. Um, and it's just this beautiful love that will be filling all of us as we do move forward and we do take care of ourselves and love ourselves. And those who are still in the healing process, it is um, painful, yes, but it's something necessary that we all go through. So, really addressing the shadows, the healing the inner child, the traumas. And some of you may even need to find a spiritual mentor to help you along the journey. Um, but it's all there at hand and it will be full of love and blessings and that abundance. And with the King of Wands, it is finding the passion within yourself to fully move forward and really go after your heart's desire, knowing it will be fruitful and it will bring you that prosperity, um, not just financially, but also of that fulfillment, like you're contributing. Some of you may feel like you don't know what your life's purpose is or why you even came to this planet. You will find it as you continue to go within and ascend and continue to fill yourself with self love and connect to God and your spiritual guides and continue to pursue your journey, and everything will become clear to you, and it will just ignite this new passion and new ideas. But you really want to look out for the messages that are coming because it'll help you find out your true purpose of being here and why you came and what it is you're meant to do to help others. So let's pull some clarifiers. Let's start with the Two of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. Yeah, and it is that complete groundedness within yourself, having that intimate self love where you are fulfilling your own heart. Yes, a partner is nice, but not needed to fill this wholeness of love that you are working towards and that you will be finding if you haven't found it already. And it is that balance where you can love others who are still stuck in the 3D and it looks like there's no way out for them. Those people, I would just say, send them love, send them prayers, and leave them to God because that is totally out of our hands. And we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, and it is everything that you've gone through, having it be a lesson, and it will forever be a part of you. yes, we get rid of what is no longer needed or what no longer serves us, but we always remember. And that remembrance becomes a lesson. And it helps us not only heal ourselves, but it helps us in those times when we find ourselves in similar situations, how to move beyond it without so much struggle. And it helps us help others who find themselves in a similar situation. So let's pull on the Eight of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. So, yes, it has all been like training exercises, like you've been in boot camp all this time up until now, beautiful souls. And it has taught you how to protect yourself, how to go about your journey, and how to really connect to the divine. However, it works for you, there is no right way. If you feel God swelling in your heart, you have that connection. And however that feeling comes, that is how you work to make that connection. And next, we have the Four of Wands. And it is finding that spiritual freedom, that freedom within to fully be who you are, who you came here to be, and to know you have the capability to bless others. You are a blessing here on this planet, an earth angel to help others as best to your ability whenever you feel guided to help. And it is finding that completeness of self, that intimacy, not only of self love, but with God or whatever higher power you associate with. And it is like that's that life celebration, like you've accomplished everything that you set out to do thus far. And there's so much more to do as you do ascend and you pass through different portals and you experience different realms and you do receive those downloads and you learn how to help others and help others ascend and become who they are meant to be as well. So let's go ahead and pull on Lilac Fire Dragon. And we have the Two of Pentacles again. So it is finding that pureness of love within ourselves and that connection, that infinite connection with God, the divine. And just, we may not always feel God's love or God's presence, but it is knowing that God is always there with us and always guiding us, whether we realize it or not. And it is getting that straight in our hearts and in our heads that that is always there as divine guidance for us and a continual blessing for us as we go about our journeys, as long as we continue to fill ourselves with love and pass that love on to God. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and a lot of the healing can feel like it is going very slowly, but it is necessary because many of us have been taught or programmed that self-love is selfish or not acceptable, and it is deprogramming, and that takes time. So there is no beating yourself up here, beautiful souls, and you want to continue to work towards that freedom, that spiritual freedom that you're seeking, and that breakthrough from the matrix as you do heal and you release the shadows and the traumas and really heal the inner child. But it is taking time. And that is where a lot of the self-love comes from, because we don't want to beat ourselves up as we are going about our journeys. We want to be kind to ourselves and really allow the time that is needed for the healing to take place, and just allow that love to fill us as we do go about our journeys, and really have that patience with ourselves and even with God, because everything is divine timing. Nothing is our timing. And when we get into our human modes, it is hard to remember that. But the more we can remember it, the better off we'll be. And the more we can make that balance between our world and heaven, um, the more we will find that balance within and the more patience we'll have along our journeys. So let's pull from this oracle. We have expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constricted, and exhausted ego. Everything is limitless here, beautiful souls. So whatever it is you set out to do, know it is possible with seeking the divine and knowing those blessings are there waiting for you as you do pursue your journey and you do really seek out what it is you came here to do and how you came here to help others. It's beyond measure and really beyond our dreams. So it is time to really go wild. And that's where a lot of your downloads are going to be coming from as you do connect closer to God and your spiritual team. We have self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Yes. And I remember seeing, I think it was a meme that said to love yourself the way you love others. Because we so many times put ourselves last. Again, we're taught self-love is selfish, and it is not. So really reiterating that God wants us to love ourselves, and that is where our blessings begin, when we do love ourselves, and then we can truly be of service to others. And it is that connection with self, that intimate connection. Here's the inner child and ourselves now, but it is allowing this child to be loved like it's never been loved. And it is allowing this adult to love the way you've never been loved. And that starts with yourself, because no one can love you the way you love you, aside from God, I should say. So let's pull one last oracle. We have energetic clearing. During crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Yeah, and I believe this is Kali. So especially those of you who resonate with Kali Ma, this is especially for you, but for all of us beautiful souls, it is that releasing the shadows and the healing and seeking divine guidance through these difficult, painful times. But it's all things we go through to learn something and to really see the blessings out of the tragedy, out of the trauma, out of the sickness, or out of the experience that we are going through. So do trust everything has a divine plan, and it is all meant for you on your journey as you do pursue your self-love and that connection with God. So beautiful souls. I'll leave this message here. I will just reiterate here. I am giving away 2 readings. So if you're interested in that, please leave a comment on this video, emojis, whatever you want to leave. And if this message resonated, please hit that like button. And those who aren't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And I do have a love-only channel, Galactic Love Tarot. And I do post exclusive content on Instagram and TikTok. they're the same videos, so if you like one platform over the other, you're not going to miss anything. Um, and all that's in the description. And this deck is the Crow Magic Tarot. I do not receive commission for promoting this deck. My soul sister created it, and I just really resonate with this deck, aside from loving her so much. So the link is in the description for this deck as well. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, I'm so grateful for everyone who has subscribed. And I'll say it again, especially those who have stuck with me throughout this past year. It has been quite the experience. But um, God did get me through it, and of course my family, and it has brought us so much closer. But yeah, there are so many other channels out there that you can subscribe to, and y'all chose mine, and I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. And yeah, until next time, be blessed in all that you do.